Hey you guys, I have a big haul for you today, not huge, but I'm excited to show you everything that I purchased. I went to the mall and I was getting gifts for people, which I'll get into in a moment, and I've got a few things that I purchased actually in the US that I haven't shown you yet, so let's get started. Okay, first I have a gift from a company called Bubbles. You've seen me do a haul from this company before. They've got lots of soaps and body splashes and lotions, etc. So I actually purchased just one thing from them this time, but I wanted to show you the bag first. Beauty inspired by nature. This is a company in Egypt. You can find it in all the different malls, etc. I like the cute bag. So, this is what I purchased. I'm going to be going to India soon. I used to live in India and I taught a lot of students while I was there. I lived on a campus that had a school and a hospital, and the school was quite large, so I got to spend time with lots of the kids there. And long story short, I'll get into it more. I'm going to visit them and I'm so excited to see them, catch up with all of them. And so I'm going to be staying with one of the students that I was closest to. And this is a gift for his wife. He's married now and has 2 little ones, so I'll show you the gifts for them. But this is a scent called Love in Bali. It's a body splash. I'm going to read the back to you because it just sounds lovely the way they describe it. So it says, indulge in a heavenly scented body splash to induce feelings of freshness. Infused with moisturizing glycerin to keep your skin soft. Lightly mist over your body for a delicately scented skin. Okay. Because it's a gift, I'm not going to spray it, but I did get to test it at the store for purchasing it, and it smells really nice. They've got some palm trees on there. Oh my gosh, that looks like dragon fruit, which makes sense in Bali. That's actually, you can find dragon fruit there. Okay, wait, but look at, they've even got this nice fruit here on the palm tree. It looks like a coconut. Anyway, it's lovely. And it's got a really fresh scent. It's a bit sweet and fresh. And I hope that she'll love it. I am so excited to meet her. It's my first time meeting her in person and it's quite meaningful. The students that I spent the most time with and got to know the most lived on campus at the school, which is fairly common in India. lived abroad because they were trying to like work to send money home, or maybe they had passed away, or had AIDS was one of the things, or some of them, their parents just lived really far and sent their children to, essentially it's like a boarding school, and it was an English medium school, so it was like a good education for them. So I was kind of like resident mom, sister, friend, mentor to about 50 kids that actually lived on the campus when I was there. And the gifts that I'm showing you now are for the family of one of the guys he was a boy when I knew him, but he's older now, of course. I mean, I lived there for over a period of 5 years on and off, so they all grew up while I was with them. But now he's got a baby girl, and he actually has an older girl, 4 years old, and a baby who's almost 10 months old. And so he was like, I call him my little brother in Telugu, which is the language that is spoken in the part of India where I lived. If you're from the south of India, it's the language Telugu, and I call him Tomudu, and he calls me Akka, older sister. So yeah, his family wasn't available really. His dad was not alive, but his mom was alive. She just lived pretty far, and he got a sponsorship to go to this school. So that meant someone paid for him to go to the school, someone who wanted to like help him out. So he's the funniest, sweetest. I love him so much, and I'm so excited to meet his little ones. So this is a set of 3 little onesies. And it's for 9 to 12 months, because when I give it to the baby girl, she'll be about 10 months old. So I want it to kind of like last for a little bit of time, but babies grow so fast. So the first one says simply, I love mummy. And then the other 2 I'll show you from this side. I just think this print is really sweet and simple. And I love this one too. It's just like a light pink and a cream. And then they've got the little buttons down for the onesies. And what else does it say on here? I love, they called it a bodysuit. That's cute. And then it's in Arabic on the back. So it kind of feels like I'm meeting like nieces, you know. Of course, I've seen millions of pictures of them, but meeting in person will be very exciting. I'm going to put this here. Okay, let's see. Next, I'm going to show you what I got for his older daughter. This is a toy store in Egypt. It's called Hanley's. Okay, so he told me that his 4-year-old is really into slime. So I got her a 4-pack. So there's a purple, a pink, like a beautiful kind of turquoisey colour, and then this one I think is like silver with mix-ins. I think I'm going off of this one because it shows that it's silver here, and then it has like add-ons with glitter and different things. You can kind of see here. Yeah. It's called Crazy Slimy. So this was 380 Egyptian pounds, which is approximately maybe $11 US. This is super expensive in Egypt though. So all the slime packages were like ridiculously expensive. This sounds so good. Let's see, what does it say on this side? They've covered it up with a sticker. So it says 6+, but no problem. She's 4. I feel like she was just born though. Okay, so that's for her. And then I've got a gift for his mother-in-law, because that's the home I'll be staying in. It's the home of his mother-in-law, which that's very normal in India. So because they have young children, his wife is staying at her mother's home. He is staying at their home because it's close to his work, so that's just so normal there. It happens all the time for different times of life and seasons. Let me grab the product. So it's 100% natural handmade body care products is what they sell. It's made in Egypt. So actually I'm either going to give this to his mother or his mother-in-law, dependent on what I find in terms of gifts before I leave. It's 100% shea butter, and in India women work so hard. They work so hard with their hands, cooking, cleaning, everything is just like really hands-on, manual, laundry, everything is a lot. So their skin is often, tough and that sort of thing. But they're great, like they have coconut oils and things like that for their hairs. So I can't remember seeing, I'm sure there's some like moisturizers that are used for body and hands there, but it's usually so humid in India that it wasn't something I saw a lot of. But I just thought it might be nice because of how much the older women there use their hands, that they do get really kind of roughed up. I thought this might be nice for either his mother-in-law or mum. We're going to drive out or take, I think it's like, he said it's 3 modes of transportation to get to his mom's home. But that's worth it to me because like I can't really explain it in words. It's, how words just can't do justice how meaningful these people are to me. The students, like, I can't even explain. And so it's like his mom, and like she was alone without her husband and has 2 other children. So when he was young, like, he got the opportunity to go to this school, so she sent him there, and he never got to go home because it's too far. and no one would ever come visit him because it was too far, and his mom was taking care of the other two children. And so it's like most of the kids that lived in the hostel on the campus that I lived on, in, you know, on the weekends, their parents might come to see them for like a few hours, that we had like open time for that. But yeah, most kids' lives in India is just literally studying constantly. I kid you not. At the time, they had 1 hour of play each day. 1 hour. This was the schedule. They'd wake up at like, I don't know, 5:36, do all the showers. Then they would go and study for 1 hour. Then they would have devotion time for about 30 minutes. Then they eat breakfast. Then they go to school for like whatever, however many hours that is. They have lunch, but there's not like a playtime at lunch really. It's just like eat your lunch in like a little bit of time, but not like a recess kind of thing. Then they go back and they study again in school for the remainder of the day. And then after school, the kids in the hostel that lived on the campus would come back to the hostel and change their clothes and study for an hour more. I kid you not, just right from school, change your clothes, study hall it was called, with the teachers that were there on the campus. And then they would get a snack and they would get to play for 1 hour. And then they would go and shower. Maybe their snack was right after school. I can't remember when the snack was. Anyway, they played for 1 hour. And then they showered again. And then they studied for another hour in study hall, ate dinner, and studied for another hour before sleep. And I was with them almost all of those hours in the study halls, in the playtime, in the mornings. It was like non-stop. And yeah, I just got really close with all of them, and I love them more than I can explain, really. So to get to meet his mom is like, I think I'll probably just like cry the whole trip when I see my students. And I don't know, there's something in me when I meet his mom, because I know like he's just the most special kid, and it will just mean a lot. So he and another one of my students I was really close to, they'll pick me up from the airport and then I'll go stay with his family. And it will be great. Alright, so the next few things I have are things I actually got in the US that I've been wanting to show you, but I just couldn't like figure out the video to get them in, so this was kind of perfect because it's a haul. So I've got 2 pairs of flip-flops here. The first pair looks like this, and the back. So these were from Dollar Tree, which is $1.25 now. But I get it. My mic is like here, so I'm kind of like moving it. I like the design. Kind of got like a boho feeling to it. I use these constantly. I use them for the shower, I use them for walking around my apartment, I use them for the shower at the gym. So I have like a different pair for everywhere. And yeah, I wanted some new ones because the older ones I got are kind of like falling apart. One of them in particular, this part just keeps like pulling out. So got a few more of these. So guys, I hope you can love the videos that I'm gonna film for you in India. I'm actually going to North India for 2 days prior to where I used to live in the south, because I've never been to the north, and I wanted to film at the Taj Mahal for you guys. I'm not a big tourist gal, I don't know, but I got to film at the pyramids here in Egypt, and I got to film at the Eiffel Tower in France, and the what's it called in Canada, the Grand, I can't think of the name, you know what I'm talking about. And so I kind of just like think that's a really cool thing for our channel, to get to do that, to keep filming in places that are like world monument type things, you know, wonders of the world. And so it's like, if I'm going to be going to the south of India, why don't I just book a flight to the north and spend a few days there, film a video or two, then go to see my kids. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to India, you guys, together. I'm so excited. I mean, us together. I'm going by myself, but like, I feel like we're going together. And yeah, it's a trip I've been planning for actually 3 years. I had been planning this trip. I've got a second pair here. I'm gonna tap and scratch on these, also from Dollar Tree. I had been planning this trip since before COVID, actually. And long story short, some major life events happened for me, and then also COVID made it so that I couldn't go to India. It was really bad in India, and couldn't get in. Wasn't allowed in during that time, obviously. In fact, that's what I had been planning to go when I ended up coming to Egypt. It was the time frame that I was hoping to go to India, and I couldn't, so I thought, well, I speak Egyptian Arabic basics and read and write in Arabic and love this culture, so why don't I go to Egypt, because it opened up to US citizens during COVID first. It was one of the first countries you could travel to, along with Morocco, but I'd been to Morocco 3 times at that point, so I thought, I'll go to Egypt and I'll film some videos and I'll pray about next steps in my life, and then maybe I can go to India right after that and just pop over there and then back to the States. Like, I didn't really know I'd be staying in Egypt. When I got here, India stayed closed for quite a while, and I just kind of remembered my passion for this part of the world. Not remembered, but like, it wasn't the reason I came. Yeah, so I was only going to be here for like 1 to max 3 months, and then thought I could go see my students in India, but I couldn't. They weren't open, and I just was like, wait, this is like, I learned Arabic because I wanted to live in this part of the world, and I'm here now, and I'm remembering that, and I love this. So that's how I ended up staying here. So this is a long time coming, this trip, and I'm reaching out to all my students who, thank God for social media, I've been able to stay in touch with them because of that. Otherwise, yeah, just would never have had the opportunity. It's very far apart. So these have, I don't know, I think they're supposed to be little fruits. Maybe they're supposed to be little nectarines or something. But they're really cute. And again, I'm super OCD about wearing these in the shower, even my own shower. That's how OCD I am. I don't know, I can't stand the feeling of like a wet floor that someone else has stood on. I don't know, it gives me like the heebie-jeebies. I can't do it. Okay, the last item is another pair of shoes. I got these in the US also, but I got them on Amazon. And if you've been with my channel for any time, you know that I wear Dr. Scholl's, and only Dr. Scholl's for the most part, if at all possible. I'm very prone to accidents, you guys, and I have injuries on both of my little pinky toes from kicking them into things over the years. And I'm a dancer, so I have to be like really cautious with them and like baby them sometimes because I need to be dancing on them regularly, and they just need very, very strong, sturdy, supportive shoes. So I found that Dr. Scholl's really works for me, and they have like really cute designs. Like all my boots are from there, all of my shoes are from there. They have like cute like shoes though. They've recently kind of changed their sizing though. I had originally purchased this exact shoe a year ago when I visited the US, and I got it in my normal size, which is a 9.5, which is like really big for women's shoes, but I wear a 9.5. And all my other shoes from Dr. Scholl's 9.5, but it came and it was way too big, so I returned them and they didn't have a 9, so I got another pair of shoes from them. It's the cream coloured shoes that I've shown you maybe once before. But unfortunately, they have like a back on them that really, really irritates your heel when you wear them, which I've never experienced with Dr. Scholl's. I've always had them, they're always so comfortable from the first time I wear them. This is not an ad, it just sounds like it. But yeah, so I wore them twice and like destroyed my heel, so it's like, well, that wasn't worth it. So this time when I went back to the US, I found that they had a 9 in this shoe and I got it. And I think what I'm going to do with the cream coloured shoes that are very painful, I'm going to like cut out the back of a sock and I'm going to like hot glue it to the back of the shoe so that there's like a sock there all the time. Otherwise I can't wear it. I've worn it with socks once, which looked real cool. But I didn't have a choice. I got some looks that day, and I just looked right back at those people with a big smile. So that's my little random haul for you guys today. I love little hauls like this though, and love when people just buy stuff and just talk about it and chit chat about it and tap on it. It's probably my favourite kind of ASMR video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for everything, and I love you guys very much. And I hope to see you in the next video.